Hello, sixth grade EL teachers at the elementary schools. We are so excited to meet your students next year at Rams. Please know we will take care of all your babies and give them lots of love. We will watch out for them and do our best to have a smooth transition to middle school. So something I need from all of you is I need you to learn and refresh a little bit about the classes that we offer at Rams, and then I need you to give me your recommendations for which courses the students enroll in for their core classes and for their EL classes. So on this first tab of I'm on the 21-22 Rams EL registration. On the first tab, we have some brief descriptions of our courses. Keep in mind at Rams, we have sheltered content options for the students. So if the students are newcomers or at a level 1-2, they can take sheltered content English, social studies, math, and science. So that would replace taking a mainstream science or social studies, for example. If the student is at a higher level, such as like a high 2 or a 3 or a low 4, you could enroll them in our, we have a combined 7th and 8th grade level 3-4 sheltered content English. We have the same thing for social studies and the same thing for math. If there's a need for it I'm sorry, not math, science. If there's a need for it in math, we could explore offering that this next year. Another option that we have is co-taught classes for 7th grade. So if a student is at a higher proficiency level, or if they're a long-term L, if they're a student who is close to exiting but did not exit, you could choose the co-taught courses for them. They could have a co-taught, most likely co-taught pre-algebra 7, co-taught English 7. At this point, we are not offering co-taught social studies or co-taught science anymore. However, if there was a need for that, we could explore adding that. Last thing, and very important, we have a class called English Language Development. This is a class for students that are on the cusp of exiting. So this is a class for students who are long-term Ls, who are very close to exiting but didn't, who are like at the final stages of being in the EL program. We'd love you to enroll them in the English Language Development class. That class focuses on academic reading and writing. It takes the place of an elective. So if the student is in the English Language Development class, they're also going to, most likely, you would also sign them up for the co-taught English 7. And that way they're getting 2 doses of English, and we've had lots of success with this class. So please feel free to sign up the appropriate students, the higher level students in the English Language Development elective. Okay, let's look at what's going on for your individual school. So all the schools are listed down here. Let's pretend we're at Brimhall. I just need the last name, first name of the student. Then I need you to look at their access scores from 2020. So those are the ones we took right before the world got crazy. If you are not able to fill in this data, don't worry about it. Don't let this hold you up. I can also pull it. But that does help us know what our last data reading was on the student in terms of their English proficiency. The most important thing I'm going to need is their current EL level. So what are we talking? Their overall level, is it a 3, a 4, 2? And then what you predict for next year. Maybe you predict they're going to exit, or maybe you predict they're going to stay the same. I'm going to use the predicted EL level a lot when I'm scheduling. So also, if in the event that we take the access test in 2021 and we have that data, I can put that data in during the summer. So don't worry about that. Okay, here's the fun part. You get to pick the classes. I did drop-down menus for you with the options. Now, let's be careful. Practical literacy and practical math are only for students with IEPs. So please only pick that for students with IEPs. You'll see for the science, we have our 3 levels of science. Social studies are 3 levels of social studies. Keep in mind, again, for science, there is no co-taught science. For social studies, there is no co-taught social studies. So if you are if you're trying to place a kid, for example, who's a level 3 and they need a lot of support with you, I would default to putting them in our level 3-4 class, because the mainstream class is it's going to be a mainstream class. It's going to be pretty rigorous. So it's okay to put them in the sheltered content, especially for 7th grade. They could be in sheltered content. And of course, for 8th grade, if they're doing well, we could, when they're in 8th grade, move them to mainstream. Here's our ELD option. And so you can select if you want them in ELD, or if not, just leave it blank. Okay, very important. I need to know who has an IEP. So please, if they have an IEP, click yes, and then I need you to talk with their special ed case manager or look at the IEP. I need you to tell me the primary disability. That's because if a student is like, for example, hey Patches, if a student is only like speech language disability, that's going to affect their schedule in a much different way than if they have a learning, specific learning disability, or if they're DCD. So it helps me a lot if you can tell me what's their primary disability. Then I need to know your name. So who is the teacher who's working with them the most in the 6th grade? Please select, if I'm thinking mostly about Little Canada here, but could be some other schools. If they're going to be in the DLI program, I need a yes or a no, because that's going to affect their schedule. And I know you don't know who is selected for AVID yet, so you can just pause on this AVID column, and I will double check that with Tana Bogenholm, who does AVID at Rams. Any other additional comments? Like last year, people did helpful comments like, this student has a behavior intervention plan, or this student needs works with the social worker a lot. So any kind of short notes you want to give me about the student, or for example, this student has a sibling, do not put them in classes with a sibling. That kind of stuff is helpful when I'm doing the schedule. Okay, reach out to me with help, and I appreciate your work on this. I know it's very sad to do this because you have to say goodbye to your students, but we will take good care of them. And thank you in advance, and Patches says thank you too.